Hey guys, what is up? Carbonyl Dota here, bringing you a video today on a laning tip that you should know when your lane is going to be really hard. Hopefully you guys are doing okay in the new year. I am sorry I haven't released part 3 in my series yet of the stuff you need to know to gain rank, but I unfortunately got sick and there's been the holidays and stuff. So this just happened in a game I played yesterday and I thought it would be a really good teachable moment. So this will be a short video for you guys. What we're going to talk about is a technique that you need to be able to know to do at the very, very start of your lane, like the first wave. And this is when your lane is going to be kind of hard. So I'm a position 5 Winter Wyvern. My carry is Faceless Void. They have a position 4 Nature's Prophet and a position 3 Razor. So they have 2 ranged right clickers against a melee carry. If you're a melee carry, you know that can be not fun. And Winter Wyvern is not a trading hero, right? So I can't just trade with this Razor or with this Nature's Prophet. So what do you do in this situation to not just get completely bodied? And it starts early because, you know, if Void can get some levels in this lane, he can survive it and leap away from Link. But it's also possible that he gets crushed the first 2 levels and Razor just dumpsters a lane and the Void has to leave at like level 4 and never come back. That could easily happen here. So the key to lanes like this is you need to shove out the first wave hard. If they have a high pressure, kill threat, sort of heavy harass type lane, the best thing you can do is shove out the first wave hard like you're a Herald Scrub auto attacking the wave. So let's watch here as I scale my W level 1. I never do this. I probably, I shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do this regularly, but in certain situations like this, it's good. And I just nuke the wave. And I told my Void this ahead of time. So try and communicate with your carry. Like I told him multiple times, like, hey, push out the first wave, push out the first wave. And doing this, obviously, is going to push the wave, but it's going to prevent the Razor and the Nature Prophet over time from being able to effectively harass. So we'll just watch this first wave. They do actually go on the Void here. I think if he just time walked pretty much as fast as he could. They got a short link off. We do lose the range creep, so this didn't even go perfectly, but I nuke the wave again, get some harass on the Razor just because I can use my mana because I have this spell. And the net result of this is now we're pushing, the wave's pushing, and I'm not saying that the enemy played completely perfectly here, so I have a pole camp to work with. They do as well, but I have a pole camp. The Nature's Prophet didn't block. Maybe he could have. But keep in mind, Razor, if he levels his Q, is going to push the lane in towards us, so it's not that bad. Also, we have more creeps than they do right now, so the Razor is under more pressure to get last hits. There's more last hits for him to get, so he cannot contest, denies, or harass Void as well. So let's speed it up a little bit, and we'll... That's interesting. That's reversed. Let's speed it up a little bit, and we'll just see how this lane ends up going. So I get the pull off. Also, I just want to note here, this being a hard lane, I started with 6 tangos. I've been feeding my Void, and my first courier, which is getting to me right now, had 3 more tangos on it. So I did get a bunch of tangos. My plan is to, use my stuff on my Void as much as possible, use my tangos. So he's last sitting under tower now because we got that pull off. And, maybe the Nature's Prophet could have pulled. We're not really trying to hit the Nature's Prophet at all, but that's just the nature of our hero. And we get another little short pull off here. Doesn't really work, he stops it. And Nature's Prophet TP's away. But notice that the Razor has not had time to hit my Void a lot. He has been just focusing on the CS, and now this is actually the best case scenario. We have the lane pushing out at the 3-minute Lotus, and we get the 3-minute Lotus. Void has not got shut down. He just hit level 3. And look at this. Like, the Nature's Prophet, okay, now he's back, but, like, we're able to, like, trade with, like, a Razor. And, okay, Void loses a lot of health here. But this lane is not going that bad. And I just want to skip ahead now to just a couple minutes later. And this is literally going to be the end of the video. I just want to show you what ends up happening in the CS. The Void is basically tied with the Razor, right? And this is a win. For a lane where they have high pressure, high harass, double range against a melee carry, this is winning the lane. This is what winning the lane looks like. So, especially with, like, I'm not a threatening hero. Like, if they had really screwed it up and I was, like, a Lion or a Grimstroke, maybe we would have killed them or something. But given that I'm a Winter Wyvern, the fact that my Void went even against this Razor is a complete lane win by 6.5 minutes. he didn't get shut down. He can always time walk away from the Razor at this point. He got enough CS to get early items, so the Razor can't just out-bully him. So this lane went really well. And the key there is just shove out the lane level 1. If they have a strong level 1 harass combo, a lot of times what will happen is you will, if you play the lane normal, then they use their spells and you lose a bunch of health and you're like, ah, this sucks. And then you're like low on regen early. Don't let that situation happen. And what happens is if they push in the lane on you, they get level 2 first, then they're really at threat. You're like trying to keep it outside your tower, right? Because you're supposed to. But if they're way stronger than you, it sometimes doesn't matter, especially when your melee's carry. When your carry is a melee hero, I mean. So this is just a tip to, sometimes you need to shove the wave level 1. Don't do it every game. This is like, I don't know, 5 or 10% of games where you're really worried that they're going to put a lot of pressure on you very early. Then you should do this and communicate with your other teammate. Hey, you should push out the wave. We should push out the wave together. It will make sure that they can't pressure us during the first 2 or 3 levels, and then we'll play normal. And if you're on the opposing side of this, if you're the offlaner, this Razor, I mean, he kind of did the right thing, but if you see the enemy doing this, you need to try and do it back. So, like, if they see that I'm nuking the wave with my Splinter Blast level 1, and I'm auto-attacking it down, avoids auto-attacking it down, like, they need to, like, just hit the wave. Like, what they did in going on Void is fine, but they need to hit the wave as well, and they should have tried to push it back in towards us to that way allow them to keep the pressure on against us. So hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, sub to the channel. And if you want to be coached by me, check the link in the video description. You can join my Discord there, and there's all the information there on how to sign up.